was wondering, desperately trying, only to see I have nothing missing. Who said I have to find who I am? Who said that I am lost to begin with? I am already enough. Everything I need is within me. Each morning when I wake up, I'm grateful for the beauty around me. Life is a gift, I wanna enjoy it. Always proving my worth only destroys it. I am already enough. Everything I need is within me. My motivation can't be validation. I'd always be starving for more affection, the wrong attention, only to feel like I am nothing. Who said I have to find who I am? Who said that I am lost to begin with? I am already enough. Everything I need is within me. Each morning when I wake up, I'm grateful for the beauty around me. Life is a gift, I wanna enjoy it. Always proving my worth only destroys it. I am already enough. Everything I need is within me. Oh yeah. I have nothing to find and everything to feel. Only I can define what is meaningful to me. Even when I am feeling so breakable, I tell myself to believe I am valuable. I am already enough. Everything I need is within me. Each morning when I wake up, I'm grateful for the beauty around me. Life is a gift, I wanna enjoy it. Always proving my worth only destroys it. I am already enough. Everything I need is within me. I am already enough. Everything I need is within me. Each morning when I wake up, I'm grateful for the beauty around me. Life is a gift, I wanna enjoy it. Always proving my worth only destroys it. I am already enough. Everything I need is within me.
I am so excited to be here and to be able to present to you today. I picked that song because I think, because my title is Passing Through Chaos into Resilience. And I think sometimes we forget that when we're in that chaotic state of mind, that we aren't enough, that we are a mistake, that we don't value ourselves, and we're always looking for some validation from other people. And I want you to know that no matter what situation you're in, you're not a mistake. You're just moving through this chaotic, maybe traumatic moment in your life, but you are already enough. Like the song said, it's a gift of life, that you have everything inside yourself to be able to move from that situation into resilience, into thriving, not just surviving. And it's how we face difficulties in our life. Some simple and some are very traumatic. And it's how we lift ourselves up to keep a constructive attitude going through these moments in our life, shifting our mindset, knowing that we can't return to that previous state, that with imagination and with power of choice, we can realize that this world is full of boundless potential. So I found this saying, and I want you to always remember this. When life breaks you, it's because you are ready to be put back together differently. Every piece of you that feels shattered is a piece that will find a new place, a new purpose, and a new meaning. Trust that the cracks is where the light gets in. And sometimes in our brokenness, we will find our greatest wholeness. We find the courage to rebuild, to reimagine, and to redefine ourselves. It means that we can be strong. So you are not broken, but you are breaking through that situation in your life. And no matter how difficult things are, I want you to remember, because life isn't fair all the time. The things you do will do more than simply survive, but you will survive. Now, I have a situation, many chaotic things in my life that I've moved through. Some where I thought that I was totally broken, totally shattered by life. There was one incident in my life that I had a job, but it was a different position. And I enjoyed this position. It was like my identity. I really enjoyed it. And something happened where this chaotic moment, this shift, and this person maybe I was working with caused a rift, and I was taken out of that position. I felt like I lost my identity. I was shattered. I didn't feel whole. I didn't realize that those cracks was going to redefine me in a different way, and I was going to be put back together. So I was moved to a different office, and I sat there, and I was feeling like, what is my purpose now? What am I supposed to do? So it took day after day, and I knew that I couldn't imagine what my life was going to look like after that identity was lost. And it felt very chaotic, and I was kind of fearful, and I was sad, because I had built this whole identity around what I was doing. And I felt that I didn't have anything anymore. So I said, I sat there and I said, you know what? I can let go. I can let God. And I always say in one of my prayers that God's idea for me is something greater than I could ever imagine for myself. I would never have imagined how the things that were going to unfold in my life after this chaotic moment. But it opened up in a way that I was so shocked and surprised and happy, because a coworker of mine had come back into the district, because I work for the school district. She was going to work at a different school. She had already retired. And she asked me if I could come and work with her at a different school, out of that office, and start again. And I thought, wow, God is just great. I could have never imagined that would have opened up for me and given me a new chance, like a new lease on life. And I was there for 2 years. And things unfolded from there. But I didn't want to get too attached to identity ever again in my life, because it feels like that's who I am. But I'm so much more than my identity. I am so much more. And thriving sometimes means that you're going to learn how to make some changes in your life. You're going to step out your comfort zone, love a little more, take care of yourself, and maybe say no more often. And I know that I can't change the past because it's done. But I can course correct my way and go forward. And that's what I did. I went forward. I just took a little detour, and then it got me back on that pathway. I can create space, more space in my life, and not become so overwhelmed by the moments of my life and other people's agendas. So sometimes we find ourselves in the moment of procrastination, especially if we've just had a traumatic experience in our life. But procrastination, and I know because, boy, I have procrastinated a lot. But it's a killer of growth and transformation. In life, we have two choices. We can either take action on things or let things act on us. So if we move forward, and every time that I don't procrastinate and I get things done, I feel so good about myself. I'm like, wow, what was I waiting for? It was just fear holding me back. But I moved forward and I course correct and I got things done, and it's simple. So in our mind, if something traumatic or chaotic comes up in your life, you need to create a new story by silencing that old story that's playing over and over in your mind. And it will. So you can say, okay, that old story is worn out. What's the bottom line of this story? Okay, I can tell everybody about this story, and I can make a big thing about it, but what is the bottom line? One of my teachers said, okay, I heard your story. Now what's the bottom line? Okay, I lost my identity, and I feel really sad about it. That's it. I don't need to go to this person or that person and retell my story all the time. So I create a new story in my mind with imagination, with excitement, and know that I can produce and be different and do different things in my life. Because sometimes when we make mistakes, sometimes we feel like, well, I'm the mistake. People are judging me, whatever, and that puts you into kind of like a little shell. But the thing is that mistakes can also be instructive. You can learn from them instead of hiding from them. Say, okay, I made a mistake. So did a million other people, maybe in the same situation. Now, am I going to hide from it, or am I going to move forward? So I'm going to move forward, because I don't want to be stuck. So I can go places that I've never gone before. It's like an altitude where I want to find ways to uplift myself. I want to take care of myself, keep a constructive attitude, and shift my mindset and control over what I can control. And I can recognize that I have the power of choice. Every decision that you make is a decision, and every decision that you don't make is also a decision, right? So you have the power of choice to do what you need to do to protect yourself, to believe that you are already enough, that you are powerful, that you can go forward, you can gain altitude, and then appreciate the view from up here instead of from down here. You're flying high, that altitude, and you're looking at things a little bit differently in your life. This little affirmation is, for today, I find time to stop and see life thrive, the plants, the trees, the birds. And in knowing this, I am one with this life. I find gratitude and joy. Because the key to happiness is to stop looking for it and know that you already have it inside yourself. You won't really find it until you find it within yourself. And the real key to happiness is to live and play in the field of intelligence. It's beyond the positive and the negative. We don't want to get stuck, like if we're going down the riverbank and something happens and it's negative. We don't want to get stuck there. We want to move forward. But then if we're going down that river of life and we get something really joyful and positive in our life, we really want to stay there. It's like, oh, I want to hold on to this. But if we don't let go, we can't experience what the river of life has for us. So we have to let go of the negative, and we have to let go of the positive sometimes and just rejoice. We have to kind of rejoice in the path that we take instead of just waiting for the destination. So happiness and sadness are different faces of the infinite consciousness. Both are transient, and you are neither, because you're not a state of consciousness, you are consciousness. It's self-expressing as you. So despite all the chaotic moments in my life, and I had one person, and it was very traumatic for me, but he looked at me and he said, if I didn't love you so much, and he really did, and he helped me move through this one chaotic, situation in my life that was pretty painful. And sometimes in that moment, I thought, I can't rise above. I'm like in the ashes. But I had some friends who supported me and loved me through it. And here I am today. I made it. I didn't just survive. I thrived through it. I believe that my life is not an apology.